news talk. As you can see, I have last season's special top on from celebrating the FA Cup. 70 years on, it will be 71 years now. So, what does that mean? It's an FA Cup weekend. Bring it on. Love this cup. So, we have got Plymouth Argyle, and I'm recording this in the morning. So, here's a spoiler quick. Just in case you don't want to know the result. So 3, 2, 1, 2. Man United are rubbish, absolute rubbish. 1-0 up, then 1-1. Controversial goal, but it wasn't ruled out because of it wasn't him that scored it. So Man United got knocked out. So let's not follow their way of football, shall we? So today, match preview, Chelsea vs Plymouth. So Chelsea have played Plymouth Argyle 17 times. 9 of them times have been Chelsea wins, 6 Chelsea draws and 2 Plymouth wins. And so we've got a good record against them, but we haven't played against them in 23 years. That's a long time, but that's because Plymouth are no longer in the same league as us. So our highest win against Plymouth was a 5-0. So not a bad result really, but I think if we have our wits about us today, we can definitely beat that. So we've just got to be at the top of our game, not back ourselves out for the World Cup coming up. If you haven't seen, Al Hilal beat AS Pirae, so we will now have Al Hilal or Monterrey, I believe. I might be wrong on that one. I'm just thinking off the top of my head, but we will not play AS Pirae because they have been knocked out. They lost 4-1. So Chelsea's last 2 results against Plymouth, I keep wanting to say Portsmouth because they're sort of similar, obviously like the P and the Mouth, but what can you do, eh? So the last 2 results were Plymouth Argyle 0, Chelsea 2, and Chelsea 6, Plymouth Argyle 2. Really, we want a clean sheet. We're not going to have Mendy in the game because of AFCON. He got to the final and will play against Egypt. So congratulations to Edouard Mendy. We're all behind you to win this. And then you can come back, you can win the Club World Cup and the League Cup in the same month. Mr. Final, you are, aren't you? So, taking a look back, we were always on top of Plymouth, and we still are, because Plymouth are in League One. They're currently in 7th place, so they're not doing too badly. So they're in for a chance of promotion this season. So that's something like, so technically you could think of them as Championship, but not Championship, because yes. So their last few games, so in the build up here to the FA Cup, they drew 0-0 with Sheffield Wednesday, and in the replay, because they had a replay in the first round, they won against Sheffield Wednesday 3-0. And then in the second round they beat Rochdale 2-1, and then in the third round they beat a red-carded Birmingham 1-0. So not an easy route to get here, but it's still a good route. So their last 5 games have been against Birmingham, that 1-0. Sheffield Wednesday beat Plymouth Argyle 4-2. Plymouth Argyle then lost to Lincoln 2-1, and Fleetwood drew 3-3 with Plymouth Argyle. And then in their latest match on Saturday, Plymouth beat Doncaster 3-1. So that shows that Plymouth's form is a bit shaky, if you like. They've had a win, loss, draw, win. So it's not the best. So I really don't see us having to worry about Plymouth tonight. Today it's early kickoff, so I need to get this video out. Whereas our form is much better. It's not as good, but it's much better. And we are Premier League, third in the league. So they were a win, loss, draw, win. Our last 5 games have been a win against Chesterfield 5-1, win against Tottenham 1-0, loss against Manchester City 1-0, draw with Brighton 1-1, and beat Tottenham 2-0. So we should come out on top, really. Our only loss was to Man City, top of the league. We were poor that day, but they're top of the league. It's City, not too much to worry about. It's just Brighton that puts a spanner in the works in terms of our recent performances. So team news. So we haven't got Reece James, we haven't got Ben Chilwell or Ruben Loftus-Cheek. They're all injured. Thiago Silva wasn't in training, and Christian Pulisic will not play today. And they are because of internationals, so I doubt Thiago Silva will be playing too. So he was made aware of the temperature of the match that Christian Pulisic played in when it went to -19. -16, and he's like, well, Abu Dhabi 24, so it's a big adaptation. So and they didn't have the break to arrive, so they will arrive tomorrow to travel with them to Abu Dhabi, and hopefully that's to change well, like -16 to 24 degrees. Wow. So Tuchel goes on to say little about the team news. Reece has caught the flu and has a setback in the last week, so he's lost progress on his injury comeback. But it's just a case of getting through this tie, basically. So that's where my predictions come in. So I would like to see, and obviously we need to put a bit of youth in there. So Lewis Hall for sure, because in the 3rd round he absolutely smashed it, and I hope in the match review I'll be saying the exact same thing, that he smashed it today. So it'll be Kepa, because Mendy's out. Could even be Bettinelli, but I'm not sure on that one. I think I'd stick with Kepa. Azpilicueta, Malang Sarr, Rudiger, Hall, Mount, Kante, Vale. Then I'd put Ziyech on the right wing, Lukaku up front. No, not Lukaku up front. We don't need him. In the Club World Cup, it's about the presence. We don't need the presence. It's Plymouth, so we can go with actual talent and good player. So I've gone for Havertz up front, and then Werner on the left wing, and then your subs can be anyone really. Kovacic, Jorginho, all of them. So could even put Jorginho in for Conte, give Conte a rest before the Club World Cup. So on to my prediction. I think it'll be a Chelsea 5-0 win. I did say 4-0 in the video yesterday, but after going into details about their form and what it's like, I'm definitely going for a 5-0 win. So let's go and get that 5-0 win and get into the 5th round. So that's all I need to say. Enjoy the match. I'm going to get this video out as quick as I can. So yeah, keep the blue flag flying high, and I'll see you later. Come on Chelsea.
Chelsea, Chelsea, no one can stop us now. Chelsea, boys in blue, Chelsea, Chelsea, we love you. Chelsea.